to Zenoverse, where we journey through the mind, spirit, and reality. Let's dive deep into the mysteries of the universe, guided by the wisdom of our ancestors. Before we dive into this amazing content, I have a poem that I want to share that covers the topics I will be discussing today. Do you know the world, or are you of it? Like the nature, the trees, everything in between, you know you do not know it like you should, as is why you feel lost. I too was lost until I realized my thoughts, because I imagined the trees bowing down to me, but that was grossly distasteful. It was not natural because they weren't mine. Colonized from birth, my elder generations damaged like a bad batch of fruit, continuously, unconsciously poisoning the next. Like mold, the mindset of the colonial overpowers the innate connection that is naturally in me and you. We choose to ignore this out of fear of isolation, degradation, lack of communication, and concentration. But whose fears are these? Theirs or ours? They tell you to question everything else but the unquestionable. They exploit, murder, steal, manipulate from us endlessly. The jealousy, envy, emotional, and psychological damage is immense. They normalize, advertise, minimize our inherited traumas to maximize on profits. To the point of no return, I fear the end comes sooner than I could fulfill my divine contract, before I could ultimately conquer self mastery and aid those around me, lyrically, intentionally, literarily, and ideally. My gift, I honor when I talk to the moon, and the moon talks back because we have our own language. What about you? Do you know your world? The one your ancestors were tortured to forget? Given new names and said to be of service of the comfortability of colonizers? Deep down, they fear us deeply. What do they know that we do not know? They love us so much that they hate us. They're jealous of the connection, jealous of the gifts, jealous of who we are. But the truth sticks out like the pyramids of Giza that aligns with the stars our ancestors used to communicate. I challenge you to think. I challenge you to think of all the black revolutionaries you can. Where are they now? Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton, Marcus Garvey, Nat Turner, Assata Shakur, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Angela Davis, just to name a few. And it has been decades since the last revolution, hasn't it? Yeah, I thought so. They teach us that fake nails, fake hair, lashes are maintenance. They teach us that if our hair is not in its unnatural state, it is ugly. They teach us that it's best not to question the law. They teach us that if we don't pray to this God, we're going to hell. The same God that viciously burned Hebrews because they unknowingly worshiped another deity. The same God that resides in massive mega church facilities. The same God that does not even have parents. I mean, come on, that question still remains unanswered. The same God that was constructed by Greeks and Romans, whom also admired Egyptian knowledge so much that they continuously try to replicate, that they named Thoth Hermeticus, the same Egyptian deity that they called mythology. Did your God leave any proof? The pyramids was a graveyard. Think, think, think. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this thought provoking start. I would like for you guys to reflect on these words and question everything that you were taught to believe about yourself, about your family, about history, about the world. Stay tuned for part two, where we will discuss more deeply on the effects of post traumatic slave disorder, historical impact of colonization, and much, much more. Thank you guys so much. And until next time, stay curious, stay empowered, stay blessed, stay black.